Genesis chapter 22, 창세기 22장. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, here I am. And he replied, God said, take your son and your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah, sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I tell you about. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and saddled his donkey. He took with him as two of the servants and his son Isaac. When he said cut enough wood for the burnt offerings, he set out for the places God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servant, stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. So we will worship and we will be back to you. Abraham took the wood for the burnt offerings and placed it on his son Isaac. And he himself carried the fire and the knife. When as the two of them went together, Isaac spoke up and his father Abraham, Father, yes, my son. Abraham replied, the fire and the wood are here. Isaac said, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Abraham answers, God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my sons. And the two of them went on together. When they reached the place God had told him about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altars on the top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angels of the Lord called out to him from heaven, Abraham, Abraham, here I am. He replied, do not lay a hand on the boy. He said, do not do anything on him. Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son. Abraham looked up, and there in a thick he saw a ram caught by its horns. He went over and took the ram and sacrificed it on a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called that place the Lord will provide, and this day it is said, on the mountain of the Lord it will be provided. The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from the heaven a second time and said, I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withered your son and your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, as the sand on the seashores. Your descendants will take possession of the side of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me. And Abraham returned to his servant, and they set out together to Beersheba. And Abraham stayed in the Beersheba. Sometime later, Abraham was told, Milcah is also the mother. She was born sons to your mother Nahor. Uz, the firstborn of Uz, his brother, and Kamel, the father of Aram, Achai, Chazaz, Fildeshi, Jildacha, and Bethuel. Bethuel became the father of Rebekah. Milcah bore these 8 sons to the Abraham's brothers Nahor. His concubine, whose name was Remacha, also his sons Teba, Gaham, Tarhashi, as Mecha.